What's going on, everybody, man? How we doing tonight? We back. You know what I mean? We back. What's going on, everybody? Can we keep it real? You already know. We back to update you a little bit about, we talked a little bit about earlier about what was going on. Passing League started today. I'm going to give a few people some time to share this, man. Thank you to our supporters, man. Big shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to all you coaches doing your thing. And even shout out to the coaches that are not doing your thing. Because like someone said the other day, at least you are keeping kids grinding, doing what they have to do. So shout out to everybody out there. Football season is coming soon. We gotta be excited. A lot of camps, a lot of challenges, a lot of things going on. Feelings. Big shout out to everybody, man. Definitely please share this. We're gonna talk a little bit about the Ocean State Steelers situation. I did a little video on it earlier. And usually I like to wait till I have all the information, and some situations you think you did. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We just try to keep it rolling, try to keep it 100, and we'll definitely always come back and bring you updates when people update us on the information, because none of this stuff should be going on. We definitely want to keep it positive. But listen, speaking of positive, Monday, July 18th, RAIL office reopens. And listen, RAIL asked me to pass a message along. They said, teenagers 14 to 19, you could work out free right now at Planet Fitness. You can go on RAIL's website, and they actually have something on there, so definitely check that out. Passing leagues went down today. I think there was a passing league going on in Burrillville, but none of the passing leagues, none of them, like our passing league that's going on over there at Breakthrough. It's been quite an amazing 2 weeks they had over there, but if you're really trying to win the big one, it looks like between Team Lime right now, Team Yellow, Team White still hanging in there, but anything could happen. Look at Team Pink, Blake. He came in 0-3. He wins the next 3 games. He comes right up, moves up to inside the top 5. So anything can happen. So get over there to Conley Stadium Sunday up until July 31st. It's definitely something you're going to want to check out. Big shout out to our guy, Mikey Washington, on his new business. That's on the corner of Knight and Washington Street. Who would have figured that out? But we're gonna get to it. But before that, man, big lineman challenge coming up. Get over there, check that out. You're definitely not gonna want to miss this. It's gonna be at Coventry High School. So $50 per team, $40 early signups. So check that out. But we're gonna talk about this a little bit. Ocean State Steelers, they had a spring league this past season. We heard from the president of the West Warwick Steelers last night, Mike Garvin, and he pretty much explained what the Ocean State Steelers were, what the organization was about. But look, we talked. Everybody knows, they've seen the post. Several parents were, complaining about jerseys. We paid for jerseys, we didn't get them, to the tune of like almost $1,400, So I made a post, and it basically explained that right away. The president of the league, let me get his name up here, David. I mess up the last name, but I have to find it. I don't even want to disrespect him. David Waldeck. He's the president of Ocean State Steelers. So right away, he responds to me. Everybody probably seen, or not every, a lot of people seen the post explaining it, and he said right away that the jersey situation is isolated. I'm trying to get to the beginning. Hang on, 1 second. I just want to be clear on everything. Again, I asked the president to come on. I asked Mark Gorman to come on. Me and Mark had a conversation a little while ago via text. And he brought me up to exactly, he brought me up to speed, and definitely receiving money under false pretenses, that is a crime in Rhode Island. So what happened was the jerseys, I guess midway through the season, when you joined Ocean State Steelers, right? You got two jerseys. You got a red one and a black one, if I'm not mistaken. And Ocean State busted their ass to get them jerseys. So the 14U team, whether it was midseason, halfway through, one of the coaches got an idea. We want our own jerseys. The board, I don't know if it was even a discussion, said, no, this is the jerseys that we are going to wear. The board said, no, you cannot. Either you cannot have them jerseys or you cannot wear them jerseys. So the sale goes on. Now, it was misunderstood earlier, and I want to make this clear. At no point did I ever say or mean or that Mark Gorman was stealing. What I meant was that Mark knew. Did he know about the jerseys being sold, him being a coach on the team? So I just want to make that clear because I don't want anybody to think that I was calling anybody a thief who is not a thief. So I was not calling Mark a thief. So I just wanted to get that out. Feelings aside, shout out to Mark. And yeah, that definitely was not the case. So he said that the jerseys issued, the jersey issue for Ocean State is only for the 14U team, right? It's not collected by the league. The league provided 2 sets of jerseys, which I just talked about. The coaches and parents decided on their own to order extra jerseys for playoffs, right? So it's brought to the attention of the board the other day. This was said. Now, these jerseys went on sale how long ago? If somebody wants to comment when these jerseys, actually, I think we can show it. I had to redact a few things on here. When was this? Here is the receipt for the jerseys. This is the receipt showing that Taco, what does that say? T Will on jersey tops. There are 36 of them, $35 a piece. Shipping in hand, all that stuff. It came to $1,388. Now at the bottom, you can see the refund came out on the payments May 6th and May 2nd. Wow, so we was even off. So the refund was, let me see. Deposit May 1st, May 6th. All right, so it was like a month later the refunds came. So what the president was saying was that they wanted to wear these for the jerseys. It was brought to the attention of the board, and they're trying to gather more details on this situation. Now, I was not aware that they already went to the police. Yes, they already did their due diligence, went to the police, handle that business. And like you heard Mr. Pennington say, receiving money on the false pretenses is a crime. So we already know that. So the league saying that they told the team absolutely not. They cannot have the jerseys, and that's when I said that Mark Gorman, who's on the board, is also on the team, and I was just saying, well, that's what I was talking about, And so I was like, someone on the board knew the jerseys were for sale, correct? Which I don't even know at that point, but I do know now that Mark Gorman, came forward and he basically said that he dealt with the situation. He's been dealing with the police He emailed the police. So the police are involved now. So, we wanted to get that out, get that. The proper channels is definitely, they are, from what the board is saying, that they are taking proper actions to get this taken care of. Now, if somebody has something else they want to add to that, definitely please do so. But we're gonna go on. He said that the board was against them getting the jerseys. Um, he said that his board member Mark informed him of the jersey situation, I think a few weeks ago, and they've been gathering the information for the police department. See, I didn't know that they had already went to the police. I had no idea, or I would have said that if I knew that they went to the police department already. So, can we get the product? No. Can we get the money? Not sure. Now, the president did say, hang on, that it was only the 14U team, Ocean State Steelers, and always will be for the kids. People who are a distraction or bad influence on our young players will be removed. So this year, the board will get together and they were going to amend the troubles that they had this year. So, which is good. So, Ocean State Steelers going forward said they're going to correct a lot of the troubles they had year one. And I did hear that there is a lot of equipment out there that that has not been returned. So if anyone has equipment, don't hold this against who that equipment belongs to. Let them kids be able to use it. Their season is coming up. And nobody asked me to say this. This is me saying it. Let's not hurt any of these leagues as bad as we already hurt them by keeping the equipment. That stuff is very expensive. A helmet, couple $100. Shoulder pads, at least $1 and change. So all of that stuff costs money. So let's try to get all that stuff back, and I just don't want anyone to think that I'm the bad guy here. I asked Mark to come on, and he just wanted me to correct the information, and I don't want anyone to think that I was calling anyone a thief. I don't even roll like that. I just want to rid of all this BS that goes on, and some people think that it shouldn't be talked about, and a lot of people disagree. But let me get the receipt down. I don't even realize that was up there all that time. Now we got that out the way. Is there anything else that we need to let me see. Hang on. Let me make sure. So yeah, so now we have this concrete information I just showed you, and we set it straight that the board didn't know that these jerseys were being sold. And now, but I would ask Ocean State Steelers, what are you going to do if you cannot recoup the money? What do we do to $35? Some people bought 2, 3. What do we do to get these parents, the players, their money? Is there going to be maybe a discount in next year's fees? Has that been discussed yet? We'll definitely give them a minute to chime in because that is a very good question. Has that been discussed yet? But man, what is everybody doing right now getting ready for this upcoming football season? It's very, very, I'm souped. I'm definitely souped. Should be suspended. Why can't they issue checks to all parents? I mean, that's a good question, and hopefully, maybe the president Dave or Mark could answer that. I don't know what the league generates as funding That is not the board should make good on it. Then they go after the coach. I mean, that's probably what is gonna have to happen. And again, we can do this to call anybody out, call any league out. Parents are missing almost $1,400 in money. So um, but they did what they had to do. They went forward. They went to the police. They filed the police report. Now we wait and see. Let me see who's actually watching this. Hang on. Now we actually wait and see what happens now. Let me see. Hang on. I'd rather call Dave and clear the air. Yeah. So the president can definitely come on the show. Now the league did say that they did bust their ass to get the 2 jerseys that Ocean State did supply to the kids. We as a board told them that they weren't wearing the jerseys, and as soon as they got the information, they went to the proper authorities. What else? What else? I mean, no one ever said you're a bad dude or you don't do the right thing. You know. But football is getting close. And here we have I mean, again, we got Coach D again. I mean, I ain't even saying it is Coach D because we know who it is, but watch the company you keep. We need to keep better company. You know, you're gonna get jammed up for stuff that's going on around you. Look at the situation in North Smithfield right now. People are getting jammed up for things that other people done. You know what I mean? Like sometimes things are gonna happen that you have no control over. So hopefully the board could get together and figure out how these parents are gonna get a refund. The president did say that he heard that a few parents have already began to get refunds, but and he said he's definitely gonna keep me updated. But yeah, listen, and any kids in Coventry, you want to play youth football? Coventry Junior Oakers is where it's at. Definitely they're on social media. Get over there and listen, big lineman challenge. All the schools need to be showing up for this right here. I think this is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna put hang on, I actually have where is it? They're going to be 5-man teams with one alternate. So basically, a 6-man. You could bring a 6th guy because you might need it. 7 events. And at the end, I think this is the kicker having a tug of war at the end of that kick ass event. I mean, everything that is going to go on at that event, starting off with a 40-yard sleigh drive, 1-man sleigh for 40 yards. And then your teammate takes over and they're going to be timing you. People are going to be cheering you on. I mean, bring your people. Bring your cheering section. That's a fact. The lowest team is going to win the event and so on. The 50-yard tire flip as a team. Now, this is something you do as a team. Now, think of the science behind this before you go ahead and do it. That not always the fastest is going to win. It's going to be the smartest. The agility course. Each member is going to compete a course all the way to the finish line. That could be where you catch up with a lot of time right there. The lowest time wins that event as well. And a 75-yard fireman carry. I think by time this comes up, people are going to be exhausted. And to carry a dummy, shit, it's hard. We carrying a lot of dummies back and forth anyway. And then you got to pass the dummy off to the next teammate, repeat it, and do it again. I mean, who's coming to this? Get your 5 guys together. If you have high school guys, if you're not linemen, get 5 guys together. High school, come out, compete. And then this is another one. Move the mountain. You place the plate down, run back to get another one, and continue stacking the plates. That is challenging, especially after you already do the 40-yard one-man sleigh, the tire flip, the agility course. You're going to be beat. So I hope you got these guys on point, all you line coaches, because I know we're going to see West Warwick is going to be there. Pilgrim is going to be there. Westerly High School is going to have a team there. We know Coventry's going to have a team there. And guess what? You could bring 2 teams. Bring 3 teams. $50 per team. $40 early sign up fee. Don't miss out. You're definitely going to want to. You ain't going to want to miss this. And then bragging rights for all year. And then we'll turn around and do it again. It's going to be at Walter Clark Athletic Complex, 40 Reservoir Road, Coventry, Rhode Island. Can't wait. We're getting very, very close to the football season. We already talked about a lot of the schedules. There's rumors that Hope is struggling right now with numbers, EWG. Sad things, sad stuff coming out of EWG. How do you go from a program? Let's talk about this for a minute. Let me get my information here because I got an email. And I think I'm going to read it. So I can let everybody know. And this goes for a lot of programs. You have a good coach. You have a good coach in place. Let me get this up out of here. Yeah, but definitely check that out. Salute to Breakthrough. You know, definitely they help us keep doing this. You know, their 7-on-7 summer passing league is definitely off the chain. Salute to Mark Wright, Coldwell Banker. But I got an email from a parent over at EWG. Hang on, I just want to get to the right part. It starts off, we drove by practice. What a shame. There was only about 18 players at practice. They are really small and don't have a line. Hang on, I want to get to the right spot. Said it's a shame the history at EWG when they can have something good over there, but they destroyed it. EWG never keeps anything good. They will be bad for a long time. It's a shame. So this came after I sent them an invitation for the lineman camp. And the email said, this coaching staff, they don't do SH for these players. The players and parents already see the difference of what Coach Fortin put in compared to Coach Stringfellow. They are not even doing passing league, never mind a lineman camp. I gave Coach Stringfellow a benefit of the doubt. I asked him point blank, what will he do for his program? See, I ain't lying. Like, I asked him point blank, what did he do for his program? I did tell him we have blank, and we would like to know what type of program he will run. He said he will coach football. I said, yeah, we know that. But what more will you do? His response was, I'm a football coach. That's it. That's what I will do. He will not promote the program. He won't do highlights, not even stats. He won't reach out to college coaches to help his players get recruited. What a shame this has become. We will be sending our blank to either Coventry or NK. We went by one of the practices at EWG one day, and there was only about 12 players. Then I believe we counted 16. They want them to play with them, but I can't see my, I don't want to say the kid's name, but I can't see them playing at EWG. That came from a parent. So I just wanted people to understand, like, what's the attitude over there at this point. And I got 10 emails just like that from parents at EWG because we promoted EWG so much. the last couple of years. People got used to what was going on over there. It kind of goes, you go from a coach that don't stop. You got these year-round coaches, right? You got Coach Foote was definitely one of them coaches. Coach Blake is one of them people. Um, there's a lot of coaches like that. Coach Dunbar, Coach Washington. That just don't stop. STOP. And then you got coaches that don't stop. START. There we go. It's gonna be a bidding war. Send that to West Warwick. Nah, Coventry. It's going back and forth. Joe Garland, I gotta say, people really like the chemistry with you and Coach Goodhart on last night's show. They really thought that you working together with the high school was fantastic. But I wanted to let people know what was going on over there at EWG. Hope High School, supposedly, from what I heard, is having number problems. Situate could be another place that's having number problems. And again, is that because of what happened with the coaching staff? Oh, speaking of the coaching staff, congratulations, Dave Valley, the new line coach over at Moses Brown. So I'm glad he was able to bounce back, get on his feet. Coach Valley's over at Moses Brown. Yeah, so that's what some of these parents and some of these kids are dealing with. Chemistry definitely builds lasting relationships. Yeah, Gary's, great, great guy. He's done a lot. A lot of people talk very good about Gary now. Commer is definitely hitting them hard, and people say like I could go back and I hate to pound on that program because I talk so highly about it, but you go from a Super Bowl, you have a good amount of kids. You do what you usually do. Once you start getting momentum, you get rid of the winning ways you have over there, and you bring in Stringfellow. Like salute to Stringfellow, but he was over at Tollgate, and what did he do? You can't say you didn't have kids over at Tollgate. You have a huge school. You have one of the biggest enrollments in the state. So what happens? So now you go to EWG, and right away EWG has a joint like a coach like Coach Fortin that's doing. He gets Patch over there. He was doing videos. He was doing highlights. He was doing huddle. He was doing max preps, doing stats, doing this, doing that, all types of stuff. And then you go over to somebody that basically is not doing much, and that basically says we don't do pasta. Who don't do pasta dinners? You know what I'm saying? Like we all like pasta, right? Um, you don't do pasta dinner, and this is what we're dealing with, and this is why they're gonna struggle. Situate, another program right there. There's a place that's struggling to keep kids. They lost the core of their roster transferring out. In the next class coming up, out of the 50 kids that are coming out of Situate High School, 43 are leaving out of Situate Middle School. 43 are leaving the district. Where do you think them 43 are gonna go? I bet the school got an A in the middle and ends with one T. That's where a lot of the kids are going to go from Situate Middle School. So why? Because we have these coaching issues. We changed the guard over there. A lot of people laugh, but Situate was very close to giving Eddie Insco a job. And I think what happened with Coach D really screwed him up, and it ruined his reputation. Say what you want, but I think when Eddie Insco went ham on the 13 days and counting, he wouldn't have done that. I think if he wasn't being a good soldier, I think he was manipulated into doing that. And I know he's an adult, but he was being a good soldier, And I actually heard that he had a shot at the Charahoe job as well, but the reputation because of what happened at Situate with Coach D. So one man's actions hurt a lot of people in that program, and it's still hurting that program. Kids bailed. The Booster Club guy, everyone thinks him and, allegedly him and D was doing something. I'm not saying he was. I don't blame him for getting his kid out of that program. Now Wolfie can go over there to St. Ray's where they can develop the young kid. Recruiters talk highly about him. You can see him over there on Team Red with Breakthrough. But this is what happens when, one man dictates, what happens to our staff. And then the whole chain of command gets all screwed up. And then kids are bailing out. Kids are jumping ship left and right. And then you don't even have enough kids for a half-court basketball game. How are some schools doing with numbers? Everybody should have had their signups. Again, the RIIL is saying that teenagers 14 to 19 work out free all summer long at Planet Fitness, and you can go on their website and check all that out. But again, this is always brought to you by Breakthrough Passing League. Yes, I mean, that is another thing, the recruiting. And a lot of people say, oh, yeah, but Pathways, but the coaches are not allowed to promote it, and, this isn't a rumor situation. The league kind of just about confirmed it that there was a recruiting issue going on. Were all the coaches recruiting? Absolutely not. I know a lot behind the scenes that was going on in Scituate, and I don't think that all the coaches were actively involved in that, but I definitely think that one man's decisions for a lousy couple of dollars ruined a lot of people, and I think it definitely hurt the reputation of that assistant coach, and it is what it is. But I don't think he would have done that stupid shit if it wasn't for what his coach giving him the green light. He was being a good soldier. I mean, I'm sure he's still going to be accountable. But let's see. What else? Oh, we got some Rhode Island guys going down to Naples, Florida. Actually, we're going to talk to Coach Dunbar from Naples on Friday. And they're down there for the Top Gun FBU. Some of the Breakthrough kids got a private invite down there. I know Jordan Husserl's kid's son, Landon, is actually going down there. He got an invitation. So congratulations to all the Rhode Island kids that are traveling down to Naples, Florida this weekend to compete in FBU Top Gun competition. That's definitely congratulations. That's but we're gonna talk to Coach Dunbar from Naples, Florida, and don't worry, they still gonna have Breakthrough this weekend. That's what I asked him. He said, "Nah, my staff is capable of handling it." So we're gonna get our teams out there to the Lineman Challenge. I was hoping to hear from I think Passing League should be over. Give me a minute. I could send an invite. If anybody wants to come on and talk about their program, I'll put the link up right now on the screen. Well, I'll put it in the comment section, and you could just copy and paste it, and you can come on. We took care of the situation about the jerseys. We got that straight. There we go. If anybody wants to come on and talk about their team, let's do this. Another correction I have to make. I said earlier when I was talking, I've been doing updates on the top breakthrough teams, and I talked about Team Yellow and Team White. Why did I think that was Hurlin Perry's team? I think every time they talk about him, his name is being brought up, but that is Emmanuel Leak and Alfred Doba. That's the head coaches on that program. So I just wanted to correct myself. Team Slime Lime is Coach Emmanuel Leak and Alfred Doba. It actually says Sauce and Alfred. Yeah, Sauce and Alfred. But shout out to them guys over at Breakthrough. I just wanted to correct that. Team Lime. I thought it was Hurlin Perry. I thought he was the coach over there. My boy over there behind the pads was quick to let me know about it too. He was like, "Nope." And shout out to Recovery Rhode Island. We're gonna talk to Mike Washington Sunday at about 5:30 about this, about his latest venture, what he's doing. And this just shows that you can own a business. See, you don't have to work for somebody, guys. You can own a business. It's not hard to own a business, man. Get a squeegee, a bucket of water. You own yourself a window washing business, man. File your taxes, window washing business, get the benefits. Like it's not hard to own a business, but salute to Coach Washington and everything that he's doing. And what do you know? It's on the corner of Knight and Washington Street. That had to be a sign right there. So salute to Mike Washington on his new business. We're going to talk about that Sunday. Thank you, Coach Dunbar, for all we supporting. I hope you all got out and supported the car wash that Central had the other day. And if your team is having a fundraiser, definitely let's talk about it. Let's see. We got to talk about a few camps. And did y'all get out there and buy that book yet? You got to get out there and buy Coach Pennington's book, Through the Smoker, what barbecue can teach you about how God prepares a man. Definitely get out there and support that, Bob. So here we go. There's the receipt from earlier. I'm sure somebody will post this receipt in the comment section so you can see the whole receipt. It's actually out there on social media. Go check that out. I just wanted to clear the air. And let me reach out to Coach Fulton real quick. You know what? If he wants to come on, we'll come back. Or maybe we'll do it tomorrow. We'll talk about the passing leagues. But all right, check out that lineman challenge. I think that's about it. If anyone else has there we go. Get the book. Get the book. God is watching. There it is. Through the Smoker. RallyPointMen'sMinistries.org. Another great sponsor. Appreciate everything they do. Appreciate everything y'all do. And if y'all got an event coming up and you want us to promote it, give us a holler. We'll definitely promote your event just as hard as we promote all the other events. We got the Lineman Challenge. We got Breakthrough going on week 2 right now in Breakthrough. This is what it is. This is the standings. Get down if you haven't checked out Breakthrough. You need to get down there. Listen, Warwick area, man, get out to the non-tackle youth football camp to teach the fundamentals of the game. $40 grades 1st through 8th, 1:30 to 4:30, July 26th to 28th. And what else are we promoting here? Oh, here we go. The We Not Me football camp up there, Woonsocket. So if you're on that part of the state, ages 8 to 13, contact Coach Charlie Beeball, 864-6634. Yeah, I just let everyone know Charlie's number. And definitely check it out. Coming up Sunday, Recovery, Rhode Island. we're gonna hit all about this. West Warwick football is looking Steelers is looking for coaches. West Warwick also has a golf tournament. Check that out. Barbecue style dinner. Maybe I'll get a plate of that. It is going to be North Kingstown, Rhode Island. So, like you heard him say yesterday, get in there, get in touch with them now so they can reserve everything. And the rest of you turkeys, man, July 30th, get out to the Lyman Challenge, man. You have no choice. Nah, you have a choice. It is what it is. You know, this won't be meant for everybody. My guy, man. Salute to pastor, coach, officer, sergeant, penitent, all the above, brother. You know, salute to him. So many great coaches, man. Like so many great coaches. Everybody, I think very important. Go check out Hazen versus Rite of Passage. I think that was a very good episode. I think there was some great information there about the consequences of coaches. What responsibility is it of coaches? I think we covered a lot of good topics. But is it your responsibility what a group of kids takes off in the woods to do, or is it your responsibility as a coach? So check that out. I think that was actually one of the good ones. But if there's not anything else, anybody got anything that they have going on that they want to get out there? If you need an inflatable,
some cases to get a kid to a school, but you know, if you want to get a kid up in a private school, it's bang, bang, 1, 2, 3. You know, I don't think that's fair. You know, it's kind of punishing. If you look at it, right, it's kind of actually punishing, you know, the less fortunate. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of punishing the kids who can't afford a tuition. So, you know, what does that really tell you about the socioeconomics, about the rules that's in place? You know what I'm saying?
Headshot, Vin. Headshot,